Hey guys, welcome back to the More HP YouTube channel. It's time for bigger turbos. Alright guys, I'll kind of show you what I've been doing. The new turbos are considerably bigger than the other ones. And we had plenty of room for the wastegates with the old turbos, but the new turbo is kind of getting into the wastegate a little bit. So I'll turn it around here and show you what I've been doing. Had to cut this wastegate pipe, and you can kind of see where I've tacked it back together there. The wastegate right there was hitting the turbo, wouldn't even go on, so I had to shorten that wastegate pipe a little bit and angle it, and it should be good to go now. Just got to take it apart and weld it. I'll probably wait for the welder to get here to do that. I'm pretty good at tacking stuff, but not so good when it comes to the finished welding. But looks like they're both going to fit. Had to modify that headlight bracket a little bit. Still got to make a little brace for it. But the turbos are sitting in their place. And yeah, so got to make the cold side for them. The V-band flange there down to the inlet of the intercooler on both sides. Yeah, it's down in there. But we're getting close. All right, guys, we got the old 78, 75s off. Nothing at all wrong with them. They done great. They put out 40 psi boost at TX2K in March, and never skipped a beat. They done great. But the guys at VS Racing, they want to see this car get to 200 mile an hour, so they thought these, I think they call them their Aero Wheel 8078s. They think that these will do the trick. So we're gonna slap them on and give them a shot. All right, the new turbos are on. We got all the grinding and cutting out of the way. Had to make a little bit more room for these things. They're considerably bigger than the other ones. Had to cut my headlight bracket right here, so I'll have to weld a new bracket on there, but they're on. Now I just have to make the cold side down there to go from that V-band flange down to the bottom of the intercooler, and then do the exhaust. I got the wastegate fixed and welded back up. We got that little kick in it now. It was touching the turbo before, so now we have just a little bit of clearance. It's all pretty tight in there. And same here, got to make the cold side part, and then we'll be ready to go racing. All right, so I had to, these V-band flanges are, I believe they're 3-inch or maybe 3.5-inch flanges. So I had to reduce them down to 2.5-inch, because the bottom side of my intercooler is a 2.5-inch inlet, because that's all that will fit inside that front bumper. I mean, it's tight in there. So the outlet of these new turbos is, it's either 3.5 or 3 inches. I think it's 3. So I had to reduce it down from 3 inches down to 2.5, and now I'll be able to just clamp this onto the turbo and then run my 2.5-inch aluminum tubing straight to the intercooler, and we'll be good to go. All right, so I got most of the cold side stuff cut and cleaned up and ready to tacked together. And if you'll notice in this video, I had Steven doing the stainless welding on the headers. I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm not too good with the TIG welding of steels. Chromoly and stainless, they never turn out looking very good. So I let Steven do all that stuff, and I do the aluminum stuff. He does a lot of aluminum too, but when he's not around, I'll just weld it up. For some reason, aluminum TIG welding is easier for me than TIGging stainless. Not sure what I'm doing wrong, but still practicing there. So I'm gonna tack this stuff together and put it back on the car and fit it up and make sure it looks good. And I still got to make one little like 1-inch piece to go into the other side. But yeah, we'll tack it up and see what it looks like. Okay, we got them all fit together and tacked up, and test fit them on the car, so they're ready to be finish welded now. All right, new turbos are on. Had to change quite a bit of stuff. I didn't expect to have to change that much. I thought they'd just kind of be about the same size as the old ones physically, but they were considerably bigger everywhere around. So I had to change the exhaust, the cold side tubing, the wastegate on the driver's side. I'll turn it around here so you guys can see. And I run out of gas on the welder back there, so I didn't get the downpipes finished. I still got a little bit of welding to do on both the downpipes, but they're tacked together and in place. So I think we're ready to fire this thing up for the first time.